What's up? Welcome to Mr. Carcino's neighborhood. Ah. Now, a lot of people have asked me and told me, has Floyd Mayweather aged? Of course he has, stupid. You don't get younger as the years go by, you get older. You become more selective of the things that you do. It's not that he can't physically do these things anymore. It's just that he's more concerned about the incoming than getting hit more than when he was younger. Certain moves he doesn't do anymore. So Berto's whole thing is Floyd is over the hill. That's his approach. So, and maybe mentally he needs that to get up for the fight. Because him being a fan of Floyd Mayweather. As I always told you, a person that could beat Floyd is someone who's a greater fan of Floyd Mayweather in order to beat him. Larry Holmes was a greater fan of Muhammad Ali. He beat him. It would take someone who's a greater fan of another fighter who wants it more to accomplish that. Not to say Berto will do that, but that's what it would take. Now, some of the things that Floyd used to do that he doesn't really do anymore is a lot of his inside fighting. The old Floyd Mayweather used to fight on the inside and dig shots precisely to the body. If I show you from this angle, if Floyd was in his conventional shoulder roll from this position, what he would normally do, instead of leaning back, once the opponent leans in, he would use his forearm to clear the space. Not just to protect himself, but what he would do was he would actually use his forearm, lift the opponent's forearm from under. Once they come in, lean it up, go under, and dig a shot, boom, right to the liver cage. He would turn and twist his hip so he can get torque on the shot. When he dips the leg and turns, that's where the force of the power comes in. And you see a guy back off of him. And this would break his opponent down. Now, when Floyd's in a shoulder roll position or he's getting ready to set up for his shots, Floyd does it differently. He'll lean forward, he'll take his hands, he'll twist, make it look like he's going to fire a right hand. Or this is before he comes with a lead right. If he comes to his lead right, he's going to lean his head over. And but what he's doing is putting his shoulder right in position to fire the shot. When he leans over like this, his shoulder everything is aligned. He's on the ball of his feet. He could just shoot the punch and get a lot of force and torque on it right from the position he's in. But he makes it look like he's looking for something. He turns his shoulder, his arm is already in firing position. So when he's doing all this and he turns his head and he's on the ball of his foot, that's when he's ready to fire. But unless you're watching his feet, you're not going to see that. And he does jabs a certain different way. Sometimes he uses it just to keep the distance, control him with his arms. As you saw in the sparring session, he showed you he could just control you with his arm without even throwing a punch. So sometimes he does it to gauge distance, pop, just to get the respect, pop. Or he's using it to set up something, like normally his right hand. If he uses it to set up the right hand, he normally uses the feint where he pulls you in like this, he'll come up, then fire. That's his favorite jab to throw because that backhand jab he throws sets up the right hand because what he does, he turns his back. So if you're seeing it from the angle of the fighter, it'll look more like this. He'll cock it back, fire, then pow, comes with a right hand behind it. You don't see it. It masks it because his back is turned to you. And then he flicks it in. It's almost like a backhand jab. It's almost like a snap pop. So when he does these things, it's entirely different watching it on film. Now, some people were saying from a southpaw, like he would have trouble fighting a southpaw. Floyd knows how to fight a southpaw. Floyd can fight from both sides. He could switch southpaw. He can switch conventional. It does not matter to him. Whatever he needs to get out of a situation, he can use. He can adapt to any situation because he's been trained that way. Most of the fighters he fought coming up, y'all don't know the names of these guys, but these guys had different styles. He didn't have they put him in the safest fights. No, he was in dog fights with some people who fought different ways. When you were in the amateurs at that time, it was a lot of people there that had talent. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of talented fighters that he beat in Olympic trials that were better than some of the pros that he fought. But when he fought these guys, they had different styles. He fought pressure styles. He fought those who were dirty. He fought guys who you thought a little bit and tried to make adjustments. You know, you just don't beat these guys and all of a sudden, I understand social media and these guys think, Mayweather's career started in 2006. But it didn't. He actually was Hall of Fame before that even happened. So, I just wanted to point out a couple of things to y'all. Hey, enjoy the fights tonight. Abner Mares versus Leo Santa Cruz. Mares is a little ticked off, too, that because they called it Santa Cruz versus Mares. Mares is like, look, I've accomplished way more than this guy. How is it not Mares versus Santa Cruz? So he's out to prove something tonight. Santa Cruz is looking like, I got this. This is the fight I've been waiting for. So I know I got this fight. So we're going to see. And keep following the playlist, the hip-hop playlist too. I'm glad y'all doing that. Hopefully y'all are going down the list and watching all the videos and some of the new people that just showed up. Enjoy yourself. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Once again, I got to get out of here. And oh yes, this is Polo. Real Polo, not the fake Polos that you call Polos because it's got the same design. No, this is real Polo. I'm out.